So we're just about to get a fire started. So Lou's just making a little fire platform. So it's going to help it get air under the fire so it'll start more easily, and the ground's a bit damp so it'll help make it more dry, more likely to be successful. So I'm going to get Lou to start it with a ferro rod and a knife. No matches or lighter. Alright, that's pretty good. We'll do a double layer so then the next sticks will cross them the other way.
Okay.
Alright, so now we've got the fire platform done. I'm going to gather up some kindling and some tinder and some little bit of wood to get us going. And there's plenty of wood around, so we'll gather some up. So we've got this elevated fire platform here. Got a few little twigs on top. So we've got some more twigs over here, about matchstick size to pencil size. Then we've got some thicker ones, and then some thicker ones that are a bit about thumb size to thicker than thumb size. So we've got all this ready, and then we've got plenty of wood around us, but this is just to get us started. And over here, what have you got, Lou?
Paper bark.
And what are you going to do with that?
So we're going to rough it up, and then...
Yeah, you want it like the consistency of cotton wool, so buff it up, and then we can have a go with the fire starter. Alright, so Lou's got all the paper bark buffed up, and now she's going to try, this is the first attempt with the ferro rod and the back of a knife. So she's got a hand anchored here on a leg, and she's going to pull the ferro rod back and keep the knife in one spot. It's alright. So you move the knife and you hit it. Almost. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty, add some more on.
The ferro rod away from it?
Yep, you can put some more paper bark on and then use the matchstick size sticks and put them on. Sort of crisscross the sticks. Yep. Fire wants to go up and fire likes chaos. Don't panic, you got time. There you go, that was really good. Yeah, you see why you don't want to move the knife, because you hit what you're trying to light. And you point the ferro rod where you want the sparks to go.
Yeah. And
now the beauty of the fire platform is now we're going to have air going under it, and then eventually when it gets hot enough the fire platform will burn up and there's already fuel there.
Put the ferro in my pocket because having it in my hand I feel like it will explode.
Yeah, fair enough. And you put the knife away, back in the sheath?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your knife, you don't want to tread on it.
Oh, it's
Right.
pretty hot.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we do with the big one?
Yeah, that's ready to go on now. The fire's well and truly started, so you can dump some more stuff on, crisscross it.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't like chuck it on like I'm doing, but I don't like fire.
Yeah, you're going good.
Not
That's
like
good.
getting my hand close to it.
Yep.
All at once.
Yeah, just crisscross it the other way.
Ugh.
You're right. You're right. That's good. Yep. So once the flames get to a certain height, that's where you can keep stacking wood onto. So if the flame's this height, it's alright to...
It's good that we have the platform.
Yeah, the platform is essential. Especially, it's actually a bit
really
moist.
Wet. Really
So
wet frost.
Yeah. So
Really good frost this morning. Sorry.
you're right. The paper bark we gathered was actually up on the tree.
Oh, the flames are all the way up to here.
Yeah. And it was the stuff that was hanging out, and it's dried in the sun because it's been raining a bit last night and we had frost this morning. So you got to gather the right stuff. And now once this is truly going, we're going to make some tea. Yep. So once we've got these guys on, not yet, just let it burn for a bit. Once those guys are on, then it's hot enough we can leave it for a bit and we can get our millbank bag ready, filled with some water, and make some tea.
And the creek is right there in case of emergencies.
Yeah, we've got the creek right there. We've got it far enough away from our tarp and hammock.
Yeah, it's like
it's not going to burn.
Meters.
And
wow, look at that flame.
yeah, so now we're going to filter the water and then we're going to boil it. So we filter it to get out the bits of sediment and particulates and things like that. And then the water kills all the viruses. Yeah, the boiling water will kill the coronavirus and any harmful stuff. That's nice and high. That's nice. Alrighty, so Lou's got the millbank bag here. So it's basically a tight weave canvas bag. Yep. And what are you going to do?
First we have to make sure it's wet.
Yeah, you saturate it completely. Inside, get it nice and wet. Alright, so Lou's just saturating, getting it nice and wet. And you see that black line on the bag? So once it's saturated, we'll fill it completely with water. And once the water comes out enough that it's below that black line, then you can put your canteen or your billy can under it, and then you can use it for boiling. So you want it to run through past that black line. So once the bag's saturated, you just hang it from a little tree branch or something. Put your billy under it, and the water just trickles out. So once the water's below that black line and you've let it run onto the ground, that means that a lot of the stuff on the outside of the bag has gone and run off. And now you're just getting the filtered water from the inside the bag that's coming out. And you see how slow that's coming out. It's because it's a nice tight weave. And yeah, the water in there is nice and clean. Alright, finally our billy can's full. Actually starting to overflow. This is emptied out, so now it's just coming out as a trickle. Have a look in there, you can see, you might be able to see there's all dirt and stuff in there, and it all catches in the bottom. And that doesn't get any drink. So Lily's just making a little pot hanger for our tea, and she's doing what's called a power cut. You get it tied into your body and use your back to make the cut, not just your hand.
It doesn't work for me. I'd rather do it like this.
Yeah, we'll swap. I'll show you.
I know how you did it.
I want to get it on video.
Okay, I'm just saying it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, like this. You get nice big bits of wood up at once. Just using your back.
You're using your titty.
Yeah, you're using your back and your chest. We're sharpening up the bottom a little.
Alright, let me try one more time. Thank you.
You're not doing the right technique.
I don't know how.
Using your back, yep. Kind of like that. Try and keep your shoulders more square. You look like a hunchback.
Because it doesn't work.
Yep, that'll do. That sort of did it, yep. That's about sharp enough anyway. It's going to go into the ground. Yep, just put it on there. Perfect. Just balance it a little. Yeah, it should. If not, we just stoke up the fire a bit. It's quite hot there. So this is just the most simple pot stand you can make. So I've just got some green wood, just a little, it was a sapling that had fallen down in the creek. It was already dying. And you want it to be green so the wood doesn't actually burn. You just hammer it into the ground. First you cut a pointy end so it goes in the ground nicely. Once it's hammered in, you can actually use the same piece of wood you used to hammer it to put it under it. And that just sort of helps balance it so it doesn't flick out of the ground. Here we go. We'll stoke up the fire a bit. And it'll be boiled and we'll have our tea.
Tea.
Alright, I'll put a tea bag in. There we go.
We decided to put the pot in the fire because we didn't want to wait that long.
Now it's starting to have a rolling boil. You can see the surfaces.
Yeah.
It's all moving around.
Because if you can stay with it and or hold it, then it's fine. If you want to leave it and you're doing other things, then that holding thing is better.
And that also makes it, it keeps it hot.